Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl V Banks, and if you're new here, I am a content creator and I create videos that have to do with DIY, travel, and fashion. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel as well as like this video and comment. Today's video is going to be on organization in the kitchen. This is part of a series. There's going to be probably about 3 or 4 other videos to do with different parts of the house, but today we're focusing on the kitchen. My pantry is a hot mess, and so is my spice cabinet in my kitchen, which I'll show you guys in a second. But I went on Amazon and a couple other websites and got some things to help me organize my spice cabinet. And yes, you guessed it, we're going to be bottling and labeling and stickering. We're going to be bottling, labeling, and stickering all of my spices and getting them organized. And then in the pantry, we're going to be switching to some containers, getting rid of all the boxes and bags and things that are not organized. So let's hop right into it. So this is my current spice cabinet, and as you can see, it's a hot mess. We got Italian seasoning, parsley, we have a lazy Susan with no room to spin, and then we have baking stuff mixed up with teas and honey and all types of stuff in here. So the plan is to take these all out, put them in their individual bottles, label them, and then put them on a spice riser so that we can see them all clearly displayed. At the moment, this is just too much. When I'm cooking, I literally have to try to spin through this thing or move all this stuff out of the way to figure out what seasonings I have in here. Not ideal. So we are going to jump into that right now as well. So I'll show you guys the bottles that I got as well as the labels and where I got them from. So this is the box that came with all of the bottles and the pieces that we're going to need to do this. So these are the shaker tops. Now I really wanted to make sure that the bottles came with these, because some other bottles that I saw, the ones with the bamboo lids, it was just open, and like if you're pouring seasonings, you don't want to risk like all of your seasonings falling out into whatever it is you're making. As well as I didn't think having a spoon for each bottle was like made sense, so I really wanted to have the shaker lid. This also came with funnels to pour the seasonings in to make sure we don't spill them, as well as the brush to clean them. So this is what the bottles look like, and they just have these regular caps on them. And so what we're going to do is pour all the seasonings into these bottles, and then we're going to label them. So the labels came from Amazon, and I have 2 sets. These are the circle ones that go on the top, and then these labels, these labels are from Savvy and Sorted, and they're the ones that are going to go onto the actual bottle on the front side. So we're going to have a label on the top as well as this front so that we can see what they all are. So going to get started on that now. Go through this list and match it up to all the seasonings that's over here, and just put them on the bottle and label first, and then we're gonna fill them. So definitely have adobo. so now that all the bottles have been labeled and they have their stickers on them on the top as well as on the front, gonna grab the seasonings and essentially start transferring them. Although this jar soda already looks like the one that it's going into, we like this label better. So using the funnel that it came with, just gonna pop the tops off of these and start pouring them in. So like so. Wrong cap. Okay, and cayenne pepper is done. So now we're just gonna go through and essentially fill all of these and okay, so now that we have all of our seasoning bottles filled, labeled, and organized, I'm going to be putting them inside of this cabinet that we've emptied out. I'm just gonna give it a quick wipe down and then show you guys the spice riser that I have for it. So, funny thing, we're actually gonna be getting new cabinets soon. Our building came to measure and fit for new cabinets. So this might not even look like this in a couple of weeks, but I was not gonna wait for them to do that to organize my spices because we're still cooking, we're still doing stuff. So this is the riser that I bought, and this I got it at Walmart for about $11, which is not bad. It expands to fit the cabinet. So and then we're gonna start placing the seasonings. I think that I'm gonna put all of the sweet stuff or like stuff related to baking on this side, if we even have that many. And then this side would be more of the savory, like salts and seasonings. So let's get started. Why it had to be like that? Why? No, we'll just shift them over. Bam! Honestly, I'm kind of hyped. This looks really nice. I don't know what to say. I'm proud. My OCD is a little bit peaked because obviously not all of them are in line. There's a bubble on this one, but it's looking a ton times better. There is potential to get more seasonings because there are still extra bottles that we haven't filled. So maybe we might have another row in here. You never know. But that's all for the seasoning cabinet. So let's pack some other stuff back in here the way it's supposed to be. And then we're gonna move on to the pantry. Okay guys, so now we are in the pantry. And as you can see, things in here look a little bit disheveled. If you're anything like me, then you love to snack, and I have a ton of snacks in here, as well as regular things that we use in the home. So what we're going to do is also put these into containers and organize them and label them and sort of try to get all of these baskets of things making sense in here. So I'm going to show you guys what I got to do this portion of the project, and then we'll get started. Alright, so here I have a bunch of containers. I did a lot of research on the type of container that I wanted. I saw all of the bamboo containers that look really aesthetically pleasing, but they also weren't the most practical. Some of them weren't completely airtight, and I can't have that. So I decided to invest in the Rubbermaid Brilliance Pantry set. So that's what we have here. This is a 4-piece set, and in this one you have the one that's sized for sugar, for flour, brown sugar, and like a smaller one. And then this is a set of 10 that I ordered on Amazon. This one I picked up inside of Walmart. And then these are labels for pantry stuff, which I kind of almost have almost all the stuff on here. But we're going to organize what we can today. This jar is intended to be a cookie jar. I picked this up at the Container Store. And then these are also Walmart brand cereal dispensers, which look very similar to the Rubbermaid Brilliant set. And so I picked up some of those as well because I will be needing a lot of these eventually. But we're getting started with what we have today, like I said. So let's get in here. Alright, so now that we have all of the containers open and I can see the sizes, I'm going to start deciding what's going to go in what container. So on the labels, we have like baking powder, all-purpose flour, sugar, baking soda, brown sugar, brown rice, all those types of things. So I'm going to just go through, look at the containers, and then decide, like, you know, what's going to go in what based on the size of the container and how much of it I actually have in my pantry. So let's get started on that. So here is the finished pantry, guys. On the top we have granola, penne, panko, all-purpose flour, all the cereals, jasmine rice, all that stuff going on. So I decided to put these on the top, and then on the bottom I kept my wicker bins because I don't have all the containers that I need so far. So the next time that you guys see this pantry, it will be properly outfitted with all of the containers, but this is how everything is going to look. And I think it looks so much better now than it did when we first opened this door. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. The next couple of videos in this series is going to be about more kitchen related stuff, probably the fridge, the pots and pans underneath in other cabinets, other areas of the kitchen, and then, you know, there'll probably be a bathroom video, get into some of the skincare, body care, how I'm going to organize all of that stuff. But thank you guys again for hanging out with me today, and see you in the next video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.